Greetings, everyone. This is going to be a brief introduction to syllables to accompany Hackett 2 through 6 and to make it easier to begin to sound out words. So without further ado, let's jump right in with a few definitions and then some examples to help make sense of what the definitions are talking about. First of all, a syllable in Hebrew is something that has one consonant and at least one vowel, or a half vowel, that is a little shwa or a reduced vowel. I'll say more about that in a moment. So a syllable has to begin with a consonant, and it has to have one vowel. Syllables take two basic forms. They're either open or they're closed. Let's define those. An open syllable has a consonant and a vowel, CV. And a closed syllable, let me give you two examples here. Da. A dalet is a consonant, and there's a chametz, that is our long vowel. Da is an open syllable. A chet and a segel is che. Those are both open syllables. A closed syllable has a consonant, a vowel, and another consonant closing the syllable. Two examples. Said. Samek, segel, dalet. Said. Var. Bait, a soft bait. Chametz, resh. An open syllable and usually has a long vowel. And one way I think about this is that a syllable is of a set length. Imagine a syllable is this long. An open syllable, which is only going to have one consonant in it, needs a long vowel to reach an equal length, to fill out its syllableness. So let's look at our two open syllables here. Da. That's a long vowel. Che. That's a short vowel, but you'll see that an open syllable has a long vowel unless it is accented. And Hebrew words are most often accented on the final syllable, the last syllable in the word. And when there's an exception and something before the last syllable is accented, they will get an accent mark. So because this syllable has the accent, even though it's an open syllable, it's allowed to have a short vowel. Conversely, closed syllables, which are consonant, vowel, consonant, are going to have a short vowel by the same principle that because they've got to squeeze two consonants into that length of a syllable, there's only room for a small vowel. So to look at our same two words, che, said. One consonant, one vowel, one consonant. It's a short vowel. Da, var. This is closed. It has one consonant, one vowel, and another consonant. It's a closed syllable, but it's accented. The last syllable of every word is accented unless otherwise noted. And so it's allowed to have a long vowel. I'm going to put up some Hebrew words and we're going to try together to break up the syllables and to identify, is a syllable open or closed? To do this and to do your homework from chapter 6, it's going to be very helpful, I think, to have this chart I made handy because you can see all the long vowels across the top. So those are vowels that are going to that will be enough for an open syllable. Then you see the related short vowel. So a chametz is a long vowel. A patak sounds pretty much the same, but it's a short vowel. And this is why you have long and short, is it makes sense of how the syllables work. So I think it'll be helpful to have this chart out and you'll start to learn the names of the different vowels and their phonetic realization, how to say them. Okay, let's jump into a couple words. I'm going to put a word up. Nachash. Do you think this first syllable is open or closed? We have a nun and a long vowel. So that's going to be enough for a syllable. Then we have a chet, a long vowel, and a sheen. Nachash. The first syllable is open. It has a consonant and a vowel. It's unaccented, so that's a full syllable. And most words are accented on their final syllable, so it's allowed to have a long vowel. Gadol. Where do you think the syllable marker falls? It's going to fall right after the gimel and the comets. That's a long vowel. One way to think of it is as when we're reading, I come to my gimel, and then I need to look for what vowel to say after it. So I either look down or to the left to find the vowel. If I look below, if I find a long vowel, I'm done. That's my syllable. And then I'm going to begin my next syllable with the subsequent consonant. Another way you can think about this is that if we were to put the dividing line here, so we said G-A-D, God, you can make that sound. The problem would be the next so-called syllable would start with a vowel, and a syllable has to start with a consonant. So you will know you have gone awry when you draw a syllable line if you end up stuck with having to start the next syllable with a vowel. Let's do another one. Zakein. Where will our syllable marker fall? Right after our Zion and our comets. Susa. Susa. This is a horse. Where is our syllable marker going to fall? You might have to check your chart. Is this, here's my samek. I look below for a vowel. Oh, I didn't find one. So I look to the left for a vowel. Yes, this is a vowel. And it's a long vowel. So we have su and sa. Tovot. Tovot. To, end of syllable, because this also is a long vowel. It's a cholem, and it's written full or plene with this helping letter. So this together is a cholem vav, or just a cholem. It's a long O. To, and then our final syllable, tovot. Okay, we're going to add one little layer of complexity in this video, and only one for now. Many words that are more than 2 syllables will begin with a shwa. And a shwa is going to be the smallest little sound you can make. Just a little opening of the mouth. And there'll either be a shwa, or there's certain cases where it can't be a shwa, and then it's going to be the next closest thing. So these are across the bottom of your vowel chart. A composite shwa, or a reduced vowel, which is just to say an A with a shwa, or an E with a shwa, the smallest E you can make. Okay. When this is the case, how will we say it? This would be gedolim. G, consonant, and then I look for a vowel. I don't find a full vowel, but I find something. I get to open my mouth. G, and I'm done. I draw my line. I'm hoping for that the next syllable begins with a consonant, and thank goodness it does. Here's my dalet. D, and a long vowel. O, do. So I'm done. And then finally, lamed, and this chirik with the yud together, E, and final mem, gedolim. Let's see another word with a similar pattern. Aha. Now we have a shwa and a segel. So this is going to be the smallest segel, the smallest E sound we can make. Aleph makes no sound at all. So I'm just going to begin to open my mouth and then say this sound. Eh. I'm done. Eh. Next letter. L. And then there's my cholem. It's the O sound. Eh. Lo. And I'm going to begin again. I'm hoping for a consonant. I get one. The hey, the H sound. Another long I and a mem. Elohim. One more. Va reem. And the d, another case where we open with a shwa and it's vocalized. We have to make a little sound. And when I get my next consonant, my bet, I see that it has a long vowel under it. So I'm done. I've got a consonant and a long vowel. That's a syllable. And then a resh, this long I, and a mem. Devarim. Finally, because you're going to be practicing this song, Hine matovu manaim shevet achim gam yachad, you might try breaking down these syllables a bit and thinking about what is open and closed, what is long and what is short. You'll notice here in shevet, we have an open syllable, shin, and a short vowel. Well, that's impossible. That's not enough for a whole syllable unless it's accented. Shevet. And then it's okay. And then we get our closed syllable. Beit, bet, vet. Now, there's something here which is going to lead to our next video, and that is we have a dagesh in the nun. And if you look at how I transliterated it, I wrote H-I-N, hin, and then I wrote another N. And that's because this dagesh and this dagesh and this dagesh are not the dageshes that make a letter hard in pronunciation, but they double the letter. And for more on that, let's have a look at Genesis 1, 1 and 2.